Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. I am your host, your expert life strategist, Karina Calhoun, and I'm super excited today to have yet again another amazing guest on the show who's going to absolutely knock it out of the box. I know, I can tell, I can feel it. I can feel it all in my bones. And so I'm super excited. We are really starting off 2023 with a bang. And so I want to welcome to the show Jamilla. Jamilla, how are you today?
I am well. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. And I want to make sure I am pronouncing your name correctly. I like to do this because I get Karen, I get Karina, I get Katrina, I get Corina, I get all kinds of things that's just not me.
Gotcha.
And at this age, I will not answer.
No, you've got it right. You can call me
Okay.
Jamila.
Perfect, perfect. I am really, really particular on that. So, Jamila, again, welcome to the show. Tell us actually, I want to know first, where in the world are you?
I am from Brooklyn, New York.
Awesome, awesome. And so have you been there all your life?
Yeah, I was actually born and raised in Brooklyn, New
I
York.
love it. I have not been to Brooklyn, New York. My mom has been there when actually before I was born.
Mhm.
And so she's told me stories about it and things like that. It's a place that I would like to visit. I'm not too far. I'm in Richmond, Virginia, so it's not too
Oh
far
yeah,
of a ride. But
you're a quick
yeah,
drive
maybe one day
away.
we can meet in the middle somewhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would love that.
Yeah. So, Jamila, tell us how you have been loving on the world around you recently.
Mm. So I've been loving on the world around me by helping people turn their talents and skills into an impactful business that can help not only their clients, but themselves. So my job as a business coach is to kind of pinpoint what's great for you and what you're good at and turn it into a business.
I've heard business coaches do, we'll just say their elevator pitch.
Mm.
And I've heard them talk about the different things that they offer. Yours, what you just said is very interesting. It flowed. I understood everything that you were saying. It made sense, and there's no doubts in my mind about
Oh,
what you bring to the table. So I
thank
just want to give you your flowers for that
thank you.
because it is. It, I'm not saying that across the board, it's hard to come by that, but when you see magnificence, you want to go ahead and just call it out. So
Oh,
I just
I
want to say
appreciate
that
that.
to you.
Thank
So
you.
you're welcome. I love the name of your business. And I don't want to say it. I want you to say it. What is the name of your business?
So the name of my business is The Business Gym.
And spell Jim for us.
JYM. I'm sorry,
Okay.
GYM. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
GYM.
I understand. I understand. So how did you come up with this name? Because when I saw that, I was like, this is gonna be good.
So I came up with the name because I have different clients from all walks of life, right? People who start a
Mm,
business, people who are in the mode of building, who's in the mode of growing and scaling. And so what I noticed is there was a gap in between trying to build a business and trying to grow the business. And
mhm.
I figured this would be the perfect place for someone to come and whip their business into shape, right? Or to whip
Yeah.
their business idea into shape. And so, you think a gym, you go to work out. That's what I
Mhm.
want to do for you is help you work out this business idea or work out your actual business so that you can be more successful.
Girl, I love the play on words there. I absolutely love that. That is amazing. And this is why I want to have these conversations with business owners all over the world because there is, no shade. I say this frequently, no shade against the gurus.
Mhm.
But once they get to guru level, there's a, a specific amount of information that I feel like gets lost in the sauce. And
Mhm.
so when we are talking to people who are truly the backbone of our local and national economy, then folks like you, folks like us, folks like those of us that have been on the show and are going to be on the show, it's imperative that we have these conversations because there's so many ideas that can spark so much. And I absolutely love it. So tell us who you're looking to work with right now.
So my audience is normally women from the ages of 30 and up. And
Okay.
so I try to work with them to kind of figure out, what are you good at, right? So
Mhm,
I always tell my students, like, ask your family members, what do you normally come to me to do, right?
mhm,
What am I good at? What can I bring to the table for you? And normally that's the best place to start, because your family members and your friends know you the most. So they're going to pinpoint
mhm.
your skills and say, well, you're really good at budgeting, because every time I'm in a pickle, you're the one who helped me out, right? With whatever financial issues that I'm going through. So I always start there, like, start with your skills, and then we'll build on that and see where it can go.
I love it, I love it, and so you are, I guess you would say, like, that personal trainer for business, so to
Mhm.
speak. I
Yeah.
love that. So how did you get started in this?
So I had a bunch of family members, friends, and coworkers who wanted to start a business, but they didn't know where to start,
Mm,
right? And so I have two other businesses on top of the business gym. So I started off with actually selling cupcakes like 15 years ago. That was my very
mhm,
first business. And I found a way to automate that to the point where I don't necessarily have to have a labor intensive type of
mhm,
business. And so I turned that into digital products. So after figuring that out, I'm like, oh, well, let me try to start another business with the same techniques. And I did it a second time, it worked, and I did it a third time, it worked. So after seeing me build these businesses, my coworkers were like, well, can you help me out too? And that's
mhm.
how it started. So I started doing like free one-on-one coaching with them, and then help them to build their businesses. And I figured, if people are coming to me, then there must be a need, there must be a gap. And so that's how I started.
I love that. I absolutely love it. And so what has been your response recently? I know they said 2019, 2020, there were like skyrocket numbers of specifically women
Mhm.
starting businesses. So what have you seen in that arena as far as women starting businesses? And let's just go ahead and drill down a little bit. Black women
Mhm.
starting businesses. So what has been your experience in that?
My experience has been, a lot of women are now coming to the realization that they can actually start businesses with their
Mhm,
skills. And I help my members kind of leverage their 9 to 5 and whatever skills they use there, and build off of that. So I had a member that came to me, and she was actually doing like project management in her 9 to 5. And she kept saying, well, I don't have any skills. I want to start a business, but I don't know what to do. And I was like, well, what do you
mm,
do for your 9 to 5? She's like, project management. There you
there you
go.
go.
You can
Yeah.
start a project management business, a virtual assistant business. And she started it, and she still keeps her 9 to 5, but she's making more money in her side hustle now than she did
Mm.
in her 9 to 5. And she loves it. So that's where my members kind of are. They do appreciate their 9 to 5. They can still keep it, but they can make that additional income using their skills and actually get paid for their experience.
So we've talked about the women who don't necessarily know what they can do. They wanna start a business. They know that you are the go-to person. Let's just, call a spade a spade. You are the go-to person. And so that's worked out well. So let's talk about the women who, because what I see is women who have ideas, they've jotted it down on a napkin or a piece of paper, and they've stuffed it in, I don't know, maybe a journal or on a, maybe a vision board, but they don't have the faith and belief in themselves that
Mm.
they can actually do this.
Mhm.
What do you say to those people?
Mindset is important, right?
Yeah.
If you keep telling yourself that I don't know if I can do this, then that's what you're going to believe. And then once you believe that, then no action comes out of it. So I say
Oh.
start with the mindset first, right? Stop the stinking thinking is what
Mhm,
I call it, because I'm also a therapist. So I tell my
mhm.
guys, like, stop the stinking thinking and start thinking, okay, maybe I can do this. And once you put that can action into play, the mindset switches. And then how about you put a deadline on that sticky note, right? I want to do this by boom, whatever date that is. Once you have a deadline on something, that promotes the action. That kind of gives it that extra motivation. And sometimes you need a little help along the way, which is cool because that's what I'm here for. And I think it's great for you to have that community as well that you can lean on. So I also offer like free weekly sessions for female entrepreneurs to come meet, vent with each other. And so that's the perfect place to start. Get an accountability buddy and start there.
You said something that I didn't realize. You said that you're a therapist.
Mhm.
So to me, that is the hidden gem, GEM,
Yeah.
and the folks coming to you for the business gem, GYM,
Mhm.
because there is a level of um, focus that you're going to be able to obtain working
Absolutely.
with you. And I absolutely love that. The fact that you are literally a walking billboard of what you're helping others do. You're taking everything that you've done and learned in your life and creating substantial businesses out of them.
Mhm. Thank you for that. I think
Oh
it's
my goodness.
important. I think it's important to show an example. I'm not just one of those gurus who say, "Oh, I can help you start a business." I've done this before. I've done it 3
Mhm.
times over, right? And I can teach you exactly what it is that I did to get successful. And it eliminates the whole trial and error part of it too, right? This is what is going to get you to your level, right? Of whether it's success of starting a business, scaling a business, etc. And I take it seriously. I don't like to say I help people start businesses. I'm going to tell you that I'm going to pinpoint whatever you know how to do and what you're great at. And I'm going to show you that you can make an impact with that greatness. And
And I get from you, I have some of my episodes are just bubbly and just a lot of laughing going on and different things like that. And then some are more focused. And I just want to say this is one of those focused, grab your notebook, your journal, your beverage of choice, and put this bad boy on repeat.
oh, thanks.
And the reason why I say that, Jamila, is because I get from you, what I sense from you is you're not coming to play. You
Yeah, no.
understand that there's a clarion call for women to stand up.
Hmm.
And the only way we can stand up is if we raise our arms and allow someone else to help us stand.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, I love what you're doing.
Thank
I
you.
feel that seriousness that, yeah, you'll laugh with folks, you'll joke with them, but you better be ready to work. As a
Exactly.
personal trainer is not your friend. You think about the whole concept of this is the concept of your parents, when, especially in the Black community, the whole
Hmm.
thing of, I'm not one of your little friends.
Yeah.
And I heard Michelle Obama say recently in an interview, and I forget who she was talking to, but the person asked her, well, didn't you want to try to be friends with your daughters? And she said, no, because there are some things that I'm going to have to teach them, and I need them to understand no, and I need them to understand failure and how to process through all of these different things in life, because when they go out there with their friends are not going to teach them. And so that is what I get from you, that you're going to you're going to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just like a personal trainer, you're going to get it. You're going to get it.
And that's the goal, right? The end game is to get you to where you want to be,
Mhm,
success. A lot of my clients, it's financial freedom. Either
mhm,
way, we're going to sit down and create a detailed, structured plan. And we're going to break it down into parts where you understand it. It's easy for you to get. I'm going to give you templates. I'm going to give you actual calculation. I'm not
mm.
just saying power plus consistency plus this equals success. I'm not doing that. I'm giving you
Ugh,
actual mathematical skills that you need to know as a business owner to get to your sales goals every month, and everything that you need to know to impact your clients if it's a service based, or to actually get your customers what they need if it's a product based business. So Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a personal training. I don't come to play. I'm not one of your little friends kind of structure.
I
And
love it. I
I'm
love
here
it.
for it. And that's what I provide. Because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of these business coach gurus, they charge $5,000, $10,000 for services. And it's kind of just like, what am I getting for this?
Mhm.
Sometimes there's no value. And I've come across a lot of coaches like that. Not to say that that's every single coach, but I've learned from that. And I said, I don't want that for my community. I want you to be able to learn, take concepts that you can utilize for the rest of your life and continue to make money off of for the rest of your life. That's
How
just pretty
can
much how I approach it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. How can we get in touch with you? Those that are listening that are like running right now to get in touch with you, how can we get in touch with you?
So on Instagram, I'm at thebusinessgym.co, or you can go to our website, which is www.thebusinessgym.com. We can start there.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And remember, folks, we will have clickable links in the show notes so that you're able to reach Jamilla, the business gym. I absolutely love this. Any last words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom, I would say stop doubting yourself. If
Mhm.
you wrote that idea on a sticky note, it's on a sticky note for a reason. It's time to blow the dust off for the new year and let's actually put that to work. Let's put some action to whatever goals that you have. And so if anyone is interested, I have a weekly free session for business entrepreneurs who and we just bounce ideas off of each other. We vent because sometimes that's needed. And I'm here to help whenever, wherever you need the help. I got it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Folks, we've had on the show today Miss Jamilla of the Business Gym, GYM. And this has been a phenomenal conversation. I absolutely love it. Uh, I'm just going to say it again. Grab your journal, your notebook. If you didn't get a chance to do it, go ahead and pause now. Put this on repeat and keep listening until you really get this deep down in your soul. Because what you have, the gift that you have inside of you, we need it outside of you. And
Mhm.
Jamila is the one to whip it into shape.
Thank
So,
you.
folks, you are welcome. Folks, we will see you on the flip side. Bye for now.